Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jai Georgia. I'm going to ask you a little question. What do you think it means to be Australian? Now, on my previous episode, I talked about how the middle-aged and elderly view Australian values and what it's like to be an Australian adult. But with every generation constantly changing and world views, it would be an excellent idea to see how the very latest teenage generation think of what it's like to be an Australian. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Now, I'll be interviewing 5 unique children: Amisha, Andreas, Clay, Melissa, and Atena, and I'll be asking them what it's like, in their own way, what it's like to be Australian. What's your favourite hobby?
I like photography and I like drawing.
That's pretty good. What's your background, nationality?
My parents are German, they were born there and then they moved here. And then I have
Fair enough. Do you feel Australian? Do you feel like you belong? Does the past nations factor?
I do feel like I belong, especially in the art community. How everyone's pretty accepting. Because also it's very dynamic, your views and everyone else's views, how it's portrayed in art as well. And then whether I choose to tell people my nationality or not, or where my parents are from, doesn't matter. They still treat me the same.
What do you think it means to be Australian? In your own words.
I think it means for everyone to be accepted, which Australia generally is quite accepting, and we allow ourselves really to believe what we want to believe in a sense, and we allow us to be who we want to be.
Alright. What's your favourite hobby?
Favourite hobby? I like kicking the footy, playing PS4, hanging out with my mates, usual.
Right, fair enough. What's your favourite? What's your background, nationality?
Australian, mate. Got the flag right there.
All right, fair enough. Do you feel Australian? Do you feel like you belong? Do
Yep.
you feel like your past answers kind of go into this?
Yeah, I was born here. You know, I love the footy. You know, what Australian doesn't like footy apart from you? Yeah, you know, I was born here. I'm Australian. Makes me Australian. I'm proud to be Australian. Full blood Australian. I live with my Australian family.
Okay. What do you think it means to be Australian?
To be Australian. To be born here. To live the Australian way, you know. Not so I don't know how to explain it, you know. You do what you do, you know. Christmas, you with your family, you know, you have barbecues every now and then, you go to the footy, you watch the footy, you know, it's really Australian shit.
So what's your favourite hobby? I like to play soccer and I like to listen to music.
Alright, cool. What's your background and nationality?
I'm Maltese and Greek.
Do you feel Australian? Do you feel like you belong?
Australia is very multicultural and accepting, and I believe I do belong.
Using what you've said before, do they factor into what it means to be Australian? Like, what do you think it means to be Australian?
I feel like to be Australian is to feel safe and be able to speak your own minds, and everyone being different as well. Everyone's really accepting here.
Is that alright? Alright, so, what's your favourite hobby?
Playing basketball.
What's your background, nationality?
I'm from Iran.
From Iran? Do you feel Australian? Do you feel like you belong?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Do you think your other answers before kind of factor into what it's like to be Australian?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you think it means to be Australian?
To be Australian means to respect other people's belief, respect other people's culture, and make everyone feel welcome.
What's your favourite hobby?
I don't really do hobbies. I mean, I sing to myself, but
That's fair enough. So what's your background, nationality?
My background is Fiji.
Okay. Do you feel Australian? Do you feel like you belong? Like, do your other answers factor into this question?
Not really. I just feel like I'm Australian.
Fair enough. What do you think it means to be Australian in your own words?
I don't really know. I never really.
Now, after my journey, before I say the big final question, I discovered that everyone, albeit very different, have the same view on what it's like to be Australian. There's loners and sport addicts, but then they all want everyone to be the same. Now, I have one more final question to ask, and I think that will be the big kicker. Let's see how it is. Okay, so after looking at your answers and all that, I realised that although your hobbies and interests were very different, you've said the same thing on what it's like to be Australian, to be united. Now, I just want you to elaborate on that. Amisha, can you please go first?
No matter what we do or what our hobbies are, to be Australian is always to be united.
Andreas?
Everyone gets to speak their own minds.
Clay?
Australians have a right to vote, and Australians should do what they say because they're Australian.
Alright, Melissa?
We all are in a sense similar, and others very different, but we all still want to know.
Atena?
Everyone is
Okay, so I've asked the final question, and I guess it turns out that despite everyone having a unique personality, they all have the same Australian values, and they all have the same idea to what it's like to be an Australian teenager. And I guess I have to conclude that to be an Australian teenager is just to be yourself and to know that everyone is unique and to accept that. I'm glad I've learned that, and I hope everybody takes that lesson to heart. Thank you.